In this class, we will see what are the features of the parliament, okay? So hello aspirants, now we are going to see the features of the parliament. As we have already seen what is the parliament, what constitutes the parliament and what are the parts of the parliament, okay? Like we have president and Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Why president is an integral part of the parliament? We have those points in our another class, like before classes, okay? Now in this class we will see what are the features of the parliament, okay? As we have already discussed, in features of the parliament, we are going to see the composition, the duration, the qualification of members, the presiding officers and the panel of chairpersons and vice chairpersons, okay? Now we proceed. What are the composition of the parliament? In article 81, total membership of the parliament, this is for Lok Sabha and this is for Rajya Sabha, okay? What are the total members in the Lok Sabha? Those are 550. Out of those, 530 plus 20, okay? 530 will be chosen by the direct election from territorial constituencies in states, okay? 530 were elected by the direct election. After that, what are the 20 members? From where they are here, like they are chosen in such a manner as Parliament may by law provide for the representative of UTs. Okay, these are from the states and these are from the UTs. Okay, note in 104th Constitutional Amendment Act removed the reservation of 2 seats for the Anglo-Indian community in the Lok Sabha. Okay, what are the total number? That is 550. 550 we will divide in 530 plus 20. These are the union territories and these are from the states. 530 will be the direct election. In the Rajya Sabha, we can hold maximum up to 250 members. This 250 members, out of those 238 were the representatives of state and UTs elected indirectly. This is the difference between both the houses. They elected indirectly and 12 are the nominated member by the presidents. Okay. The Constitution's 4th schedule. Okay. 4th schedule state how state and UTs are assigned seats in the Rajya Sabha. In 4th, we have already seen the schedule part. Okay. In that we see 4th schedule says like how many seats will be aligned to this from the state and UTs in the Rajya Sabha. So this is that section. Okay. Now your composition of parliament is done. After that, you can say what is the duration and dissolution. Okay. In Article 83, Clause 2, Lok Sabha shall continue for 5 years. In Lok Sabha, we have 5 years from the date of appointment for the first meeting. Okay. In Article 83, Clause 1, Rajya Sabha shall not be subject to dissolution. Rajya Sabha dissolve नहीं होती. Okay. Lok Sabha dissolve हो जाती. So this is the difference you have to remember. But in Rajya Sabha, 1/3 member shall retire on the expiration of every second year. 1/3 member जो है वो हर 1/3 member जो है वो हर 2 साल पे रिटायर होते हैं. ठीक है? Remember this one. However, when a national emergency is in operation, जब national emergency होती है, then the period can be extended by parliament for 1 year. In the times of national emergency, we can increase the period for 1 year at a time of any length of time, not extending in any cases beyond the period of 6 months. Okay, 6 months होता है. After that, we can extend our parliament for 1 year. Okay, for any length of time, not extending in cases beyond period of 6 months after the proclamation has ceased to operate. Okay. After that, we can see the president on the advice of the prime minister may dissolve. President can dissolve Lok Sabha on the advice of Prime Minister. President can dissolve it before the expiry of 5 years too. Here we can say from the RPA Act 1951, the term of the office of a member of Rajya Sabha shall be 6 years. Here we see Lok Sabha has 5 years, Rajya Sabha has 6 years. Okay. After that, we have to see what are the qualifications of members. In Article 84, who qualify to become MP and MLAs in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha? In Article 84, that person shall be a citizen of India, should not less than 25 years. For Lok Sabha, we have age category 25 years. Okay. And for Rajya Sabha, we have age category not less than 30 years. And in Rajya Sabha also, that person shall be a citizen of India. From RPA Act of 1951, he must register as a voter in any constituency in India. Okay? In any constituency in India, he must be registered as a voter. Must belong to the scheduled caste, SC and ST, to elect for the reserved seats. Okay. Any person who has registered as an electoral for a parliamentary constituency, कोई भी राज्य सभा के लिए रजिस्टर कर सकता है. Okay. After that, who are the presiding officers here? Presiding officers in Lok Sabha, and who are the presiding officers in Rajya Sabha? Okay. In Lok Sabha, in Article number 93, Lok Sabha shall choose the speaker and deputy speaker. Okay. If the office of speaker and deputy speaker becomes vacant, the house shall choose another member for the same. Okay. House can choose in the terms of vacancy. Vacant. Okay. Speaker, deputy speaker. This is article number 94, and they are the panel of chairpersons of Lok Sabha. Now see, who are the speakers? Speakers are the presiding officers of the Lok Sabha is the speaker. Okay. He remains in the office even after Lok Sabha is dissolved till the next house elects a new speaker. Okay. Till there is no any new speakers, that earlier speaker will be the speaker of that Lok Sabha. Okay, even after the dissolution of, you can say the earlier Lok Sabha. Okay, deputy speaker. In the absence of a speaker, deputy speaker presides over the meetings. Okay, and in article number 94, the speaker and the deputy speaker can be removed from the office by resolution of Lok Sabha passed by the majority of all the then members of the house. Okay. In article 94, speaker and deputy speaker can be removed. They can be removed through which? This process. Okay. And now see the panel of chairpersons of Lok Sabha. Under the rules of Lok Sabha, panel up to 10 chairpersons is appointed by the speaker from among the members. If the speaker or the deputy speaker is absent, any of these chairpersons can preside. Okay. When speaker and deputy speaker will be absent, then any of these chairpersons can preside. Okay. He holds the office until a new panel of chairperson is nominated. In the absence of the member of the panel, the house can select another person to act as the speaker. When the office of a speaker and deputy speaker, this is not good. Okay, leave this. Article number 89, clause 1. The Vice President of India shall be the ex-officio chairman of the Council of States. In article number 89, clause 2, Rajya Sabha shall choose member of the council to the deputy chairman and so often as the office becomes vacant. Okay. The council shall choose another member to be the deputy chairman. Vice President is the ex-officio. This is asked in prelims, PYQs. VP is the ex-officio chairman of Rajya Sabha. In Article 89 Clause 2, Rajya Sabha shall choose a member of the Council of the Deputy Chairman, and so often the office becomes vacant. When it becomes vacant, the council shall choose another member to be a deputy chairman. Okay, the chairman can only be removed from his office by the resolution passed by the majority of all the then members of the Rajya Sabha and agreed by the Lok Sabha also. The deputy chairman can be removed by the majority of all the then members of the Rajya Sabha. After that, you can see the panel of chairpersons and vice chairpersons. Under the rules of Lok Sabha, a panel up to 10 chairpersons is nominated. By the speaker from among the members. Okay, any one of them can preside over the house. In the absence, anyone can preside. Deputy speaker or the speaker. The president has the same power. That person has the same power as the speaker when so presiding. When they are presiding, that person also holds the same powers of the speaker, which one speaker is holding. The persons hold office until a new panel of chairpersons is nominated. That person will hold the office until a new chairperson is nominated. In the absence of member of the panel, the House can select another person to act as the. In absence, House can select another member as to be a speaker. Okay, when the office of a speaker and deputy speaker is vacant, in the absence, they can choose another person. Okay, any another person. But in vacancy, okay, when the post of speaker and deputy speaker is vacant, member of panel cannot preside. Okay, the president appoints a person to perform the duties of the speaker. In this case, in the case of vacancy, like vacant, then president will choose which person, okay, appoint a person to perform the duties of speaker. In the panel of vice chairpersons of Rajya Sabha, under the rules of Rajya Sabha, chairman nominates from amongst the member of a panel of vice chairpersons. Okay, they can choose among them only. Any one of them can preside over the house in absence. In absence, anyone can preside. Okay, or the chairman and deputy chairman. The president has the same power. Okay, that person has the same power as the chairman when presiding. Okay, these are both are same almost. After that, that person holds office until a new panel of chairperson is nominated. We have seen in the Lok Sabha as well. Okay, same thing. In the absence of member of the panel, the House can select another person to act as a chairman. Okay, in absence, these words are important. In vacant, things are different. In absence, things are different. They can choose in the absence, but in vacant, president will choose president will appoint that person to perform the duties of chairman and there to perform the duties of speaker. These are the difference, and these you can see the panel of chairpersons of both chairpersons and vice chairpersons. So these are the features of the parliament. We have seen the difference between what is all in the Lok Sabha and what is all in the Rajya Sabha, what is the difference and what is the similarity of both. Okay, what is the difference of absence and vacant. Okay, in that case, what will be the scenario? You have to take a key note on that things. Okay, so that's all. Thank you.